And what about aging? Do our protein needs increase as we age, or do you think that your percentages or your ratios cover that off, body weight? How many grams of protein per kilogram of body weight? Does that cover that as we age, or do we need to concentrate a bit more on protein as we get older?
Well, a gram per pound would work for anybody at any age. But the reality is that as you get older, your need for protein just goes up your whole life. Older people have anabolic resistance and they need more protein. They need a higher absolute protein. They need a higher protein percentage. And so, yeah, your needs actually go up as you get older, which is really sad because protein intake tends to go down in older people in this country, which might explain why we have such a massive epidemic of sarcopenia and osteopenia and frailty and all of these. Everyone's type 2 diabetic, everyone has sarcopenic obesity, everyone has osteoporosis, and it's just a frailty epidemic in the elderly. And the average American aged 70 to 79 is eating 68 grams of protein a day and only 38 grams of animal protein. And so they're just getting this starvation level amount of protein, but they're eating almost 300 grams of carbs. And as a result, they have sarcopenic obesity, which is basically low muscle, high fat mass, which is the recipe for type 2 diabetes and metabolic disease. And it's just a complete and total nightmare.
And in our old age home, that's what they feed them. It's always
Oh,
a biscuit for snacks and, dessert and bread and cereal and very low protein.
Oh, it's disgusting. And a lot of that is economic. Actually, it's almost purely economic because if you graph out the price of every food in the grocery store, it's all about the protein. The price of every food goes up linearly with the amount of protein it contains in a perfectly straight line. Carbs and fats are almost free. They tend to not increase the price of the food at all. But if you're trying to just get protein, it's always the most expensive macronutrient. And so that's economics is hugely driving the diabetes epidemic because nobody wants to pay for protein. Food should be cheap. And so we just buy carbs and fats.